site page comes up here, I want you to notice a couple things. First of all, notice how crisp and clear that is. At fully zoomed out level right now, you can still read that text. Can't do that on a lot of phones right now. Now this is due to what we call sub-pixel positioning. It's sort of like a ClearType 2.0 technology, where we worked really hard to make sure that everything is spaced out specifically, that the pixels are aligned just so that you can really read it well. And combined with the WVGA screen that we put on these phones, we give you a very good, crisp, clear view. Now as I double tap on something, maybe I want to zoom in on that yellow column on the side. Double tapping takes me right in and locks me onto that column there, so I can get to it real easy. I can pan across, it moves very quickly, very performant, and it's still very early again in this process. But I can zoom way in, and it's still very crisp, very clear, rounded corners. It's not all jagged text. Now, maybe I want to take and create a link to my to this site on my desktop to get to it later, so I can grab something. There's a shot of a pizza, so I know what it is. I can access additional menu items by tapping to the side on the bottom. Select Pin to start. I'll confirm that that's what I want to do. And now I drop back to the home screen. I hit it twice there. My bad. I've got that exact same picture that I had, that exact same view that I had there. It keeps stopping working, sorry. It's not the phone that stops working, it's the little feed, the PC that stops working. So I just deleted the duplicate that I had, and I can see that. And one of the things I want to point out is, yeah, you can do that with some of the other phones. I can post it up there. But I'm going to get a really low resolution, fuzzy thing. I can actually read that text on here. That's a combination of the smart design and the Metro design system that we've got here. The sub-pixel positioning that we've integrated throughout the phone, and the high resolution screen that allows me to do that. I get a really sharp image so I can see what the heck that website was all about. Email. Everybody uses email and messaging on their phones. So here I've got a view of my email. We cleaned it up. It's got a nice white background, very easy to read, very good use of white space. Across the top, you'll notice I've got unread, I've got flags. What I can do is I can select those and I can pivot across my email here and see what's what. So here's my unread mail. Here are messages that I might have flagged as urgent and important. Or here's some urgent messages that I've got on my mail. So it's very easy to filter through my messages and do different things. I can select multiple messages by bringing up these little check boxes just by tapping on the side and selecting multiple mail messages that I can action on now. Now I can delete those messages, or I can take other actions such as mark them as unread, flag them, move them to another folder if I wanted to, all kinds of different things. So I can work with messages in bulk. The next thing I want to talk about is hubs. We've created an experience called hubs. What hubs do is they bring together a familiar set of experiences into a single location that makes sense to you as a user. So before I actually go into a hub, I want to kind of explain a hub. When you look at it, it's sort of like a panoramic picture. So if I had a panoramic picture or a large screen like this, my phone screen is only this big. But I've got this much space that I can put information on. And I can move and pan across that screen back and forth with my phone screen and see all this information. And as I work on these phones, to me it feels like I'm working more on a desktop computer with a large display because of all this information that's relevant to me available, and I can just pan back and forth across this information without having to go to other applications to get to this information. So it brings it all together into one place that makes sense. So let's start with the People Hub. The first thing I have on the People Hub are my most recent contacts. The people I've either checked their contact card with, made a phone call to, text message, email, you get the picture. These are also live icons. They're going to wink at me. They're going to give me new update data for my contacts if it's available. As I pivot across this panoramic view, I now have my contact list. At the top, I have my own contact card, my Me card, and my status. I'm currently demoing. That's my Facebook status that I have out there right now. As I pivot again, I have the What's New feed. Now this is What's New. These are feeds that are coming down from Windows Live and from Facebook. They're aggregated into a single feed from me here, and I can interact with these. So if I want to add a comment to say April, pretty sweet. I can access our little fun emoticons, keyboard, and post that up. So now I've just added to that comment list. Now it's got a 1 next to it. So I've just added real time up to Facebook just like that. I didn't have to use a Facebook application or a live application to do this. Now, oops, back button, wrong button. Back to the People Hub. If I want to go and find and filter contacts a little bit, I can simply select the letter A, come down, pick a tile letter there, and it drops me right down to the K's, for instance. I can select a contact, like my friend Kim. And here I've got Kim's contact card. A couple things I want to point out in Kim's contact card. It's got the standard obvious data, ways to contact Kim via the phone or send her a text message and so on. But if you notice at the top, I've got her picture. This is a picture coming down from Facebook and Outlook. As she changes her profile picture on, say, Facebook, that photo is going to change dynamically as well. I've got her status right there, Barcelona, with the little smiley that I just replied to, as a matter of fact. And at the top, you'll notice it says Outlook, Facebook. So what this means is that Kim has 2 contacts on my phone. I have a Facebook contact for Kim, and she's a coworker, so I have 2 contacts. So when I scroll down through the contact list, I would see Kim Akers and Kim Akers. And the more places I might have Kim, maybe I have a Gmail account, I have Kim Akers over there. Maybe I have a Yahoo account, I have Kim Akers over there. So now I've got 4 Kim Akers that are showing up on my contact card. Now I'm really confused about which one am I going to pick to make a phone call or to text her. And it just gets to be messy. I can link these contacts. So what I've done is I've linked those 2 profiles right here. I can see I've got 2 people linked. I can link 3 profiles. I can link 4 profiles. And what the phone does is it aggregates that data into a single view for me, into a single contact card. So now I have 1 Kim Akers. I tap it, and all her information is in the single contact card available to me. It's just on the phone, doesn't mash the data together, and then send back a mess to my Exchange server that I have to sift through and clean up later. That stays all clean, crisp as it was. It's just combined on my phone so I can view it that way. Now, I can select over to the right the What's New. I've got a What's New feed in the contacts. Overall, I've got What's New feed for each contact as well. Here I've got a filtered view of What's New with just Kim. All the things that just Kim has posted up, so I can interact only with her if I want to at this point. I can come back to Kim's profile. If I want to stay in contact with Kim a lot, keep up on what she's doing, I can hit that little heart down at the bottom, and that is going to pin Kim to my start menu. So now I have Kim up on my start menu, so I can keep an eye on her. As she has status changes, as she pins new status changes up to Facebook or Live, her contact card will do a little flip, and it'll tell me what she's posted up there. So I don't even have to go into her contact card now to see when she's changed her status or she's added new information. I can keep track of it just by being on my start page and seeing that something new is going on in her life. All right, the next hub will be the Games Hub. Now, the Games Hub is integrated with Xbox Live. What this is going to do is bring a whole new world of gaming to the mobile experience. Between the high-resolution screen, the gigahertz or better processor performance on here, the fact that we've got direct draw 3D technology driving this phone, and the Xbox Live connectivity, it's going to bring a whole new wave of games and a whole new experience for the mobile gaming to the platform and to the world. Now, starting in the games platform, or the Games Hub, sorry, I have my games collection. This is obviously where I'll find all the games I've installed on my phone and I've pulled down from my application marketplace. If I move over, because I'm connected to Xbox Live, I have access to the Xbox Live Spotlight, where they might post up information about new games, updates, upgrades, new map packs available, challenges that are out there. All the stuff that as a gamer is sort of like my gamer news feed that I can go to and see what's happening. I have my Xbox Live avatar, and as opposed to being some generic little person avatar, I get my actual Xbox Live avatar on the screen on my phone with my points and my last achievement I've earned. And I can earn achievements on my phone as well as on my Xbox 360 now. So I have the ability to sit in the airport and bump up my gamer score so I have a little bit more bragging rights to my friends.